There you go. This is driver. So we are back over on Bloomfield, Canada, and last episode we did a little bit of plow work and whatnot. So um, for right now, we got some work to do. Before we can plant these fields, these rocks need to be picked up. It's not too horrible bad right now, but just go ahead and get it done and over with. And I got a place to store it. So as you see here, I have a loading wagon, but this is not your normal loading wagon. This is one that I picked up that it only picks up stones. So that's why I painted it the white color to remember which one's which. So we're gonna use this thing here. We're gonna pick up some stones today. Okay, actually has corner animations for that. That's new. Alright, so may not be the preferred way of doing this, but it's going to be my preferred way of doing this. Because the regular stone pickers, in my opinion, are a pain in the tail. And it's the reason most people don't even fool with stones. So we're going to use this, and we're going to get these stones out of these fields and just kind of hang out today. On an off-the-topic note, I've recorded several videos on Car Mechanic Simulator, so I'm a little bit late on that one, I know. Kind of forgot all about recording over there. I have been playing some, but every time I played it was on my old laptop that didn't do worth the crap recording, so kind of is what it is. I think we can probably just go up and down for the most part. Get this done a little faster. So, as a matter of fact, we can crank this up a little bit. Get going. So yeah, or we just get this all done with, and at least start getting some of these fields ready. We may not pick all the stones up in these fields, but we're gonna get some of them. At least a couple of fields worth. I gotta collect stones in that one too, so I'm not too worried about turning around in it. So hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Of course, it's now, the day after. At least for me. Once the video comes up, might be a couple days afterwards. I'm also contemplating on changing up the live stream series that I've been doing. This one here, I don't mind trying to stay a little true in a sense, as far as like not cheating at a bunch of money and getting too crazy with some of the equipment. But the other map, being that it's a live stream and as big as the map is, I'm thinking about just kind of going unrealistic with it, just to make it a little bit more entertaining. Get some factories and placeables, things like that going. We are going to need to cut a headland or two over here, so let's do that real quick. We'll just get this all knocked out. As you can see with this stone picker, it works a little bit quicker as far as width and whatnot. I prefer this over one of the traditional pickers. I know it's not realistic, but it is what it is. Still haven't fully decided what we're going to plant on these fields. I was kind of wanting to plant some of the more uncommon FS22 crops, some of the extras, and I'm not sure what all this map has. I'm trying to remember. But at the same time, I don't want to get into like sugar beets and potatoes, because it's going to be equipment we don't have. And I really don't want to have to lease the equipment if I can get away with that, so. dropped off here, and then we can go ahead and continue up and down as we were doing. And that spin circles in the field. I'd say that the dust effects on this stone picker is pretty nice. Got dust coming from everywhere in this thing. Quick as the stone picking's going, we probably just go ahead and hit all the fields, all 3 of them. Well, the other 2 after this. And just get them over with, and then we'll try to seed a field in this episode. It was a bumpy little field, isn't it? Just watching the tractors bounce all over the world. I don't remember what capacity I set this thing to, this wagon. It's probably unrealistic on the capacity. I don't really remember at this point. Turn that off. Let's roll up here to field 1. Field 1's going to be the first one we plant. So, actually I need to look at line 2. Probably need to line these fields. We'll just do both these fields at the same time. They're pretty close. And we'll hold on to these stones. We're going to store them. I'm going to try to get a lime production going here soon, and that way we can make our own lime. So this thing has hit detection up there. Pull it back a little bit. Okay, well. I had to hit protection. I don't know. I've also got a new map that I may start doing a series on here soon. This computer can't really handle it very well. It does okay, but once I get the laptop up and going, I'm waiting on a couple more things for it, and we'll switch over to that laptop and hopefully be able to do a little bit better gameplay. Hopefully resolve some of my little glitches and issues I've been having here and there. It might even add some more games into the mix. I did a multiplayer with a friend of mine, Nakara, and she live streamed it and I recorded. And I was glad I was recording because in the end I started losing internet connection, which was weird because I used to do okay, but it happens. But unfortunately, the recording got all kind of messed up. The audio was clipping in and out at times, so I'm not sure what was causing that, if it's an OBS setting or what it was. So something else I'm going to have to look into. But I'm going to worry more with that on the new computer when I get it going. So in the future, there might be some 7 Days to Die coming to the channel. There's some other games that I do play here and there that I might start doing some videos on, but I don't know. Like I do have like a couple of the Assassin's Creed titles. Not the newest ones, but I thought about doing videos of those, but I'm already kind of into it a little ways, and I don't know if doing a video in the middle of my, leveling or whatever you want to call it, storyline, I guess, if that'd be the greatest idea in town or not. I've actually thought about restarting that game because one of them, because I kind of goofed up. I was spending more time not doing my story quests and things like that, and my level got ahead of my gear. So when I try to go back to do the actual story quest and whatnot, I'm behind in gear, but everything else is leveled up and I haven't. So I apologize for my voice again. I don't know what the deal is. Every time I go to record or stream or even get on the phone, sometimes it does this. So. Alright, I got these rocks didn't take near as long as I was thinking it was going to. I was actually expecting it to take a little bit longer than this, but I'll take it. Two more passes and we got this done. We gotta look and see if we need to lime this. Because if we do, I might have to get creative because we ain't got much money. I mean, I guess I could sell the stones. Matter of fact, I don't know if I even sold what was in the silo. There might actually be some product in there we could get rid of too. Prefer to take a full load though. Turn this off, raise it up, get it folded. We still got this grass field to mow as well. I might go ahead and get the same mower that I've got on Mountain Hill. I think it's called Mountain Hill. Okay, let's get this unloaded real quick. Take too long. Alright. Of course, I can't see for the trees. Damn, ran out of the house. Okay. I didn't leave enough room to park. Where are you going, trailer? I didn't think I even hit the stupid thing, but it's going for a roll. Look at this thing going. Alright, I'm gonna do a little strongman here to this and see if we can get this thing to quit rolling. Nope. It's not using the, even though they're there, the wheel chocks are not working. But it doesn't have any in the back. Okay. Let's do this. Apologize for this, but we're gonna get this straightened out real quick. Drop this. somewhere else, maybe it won't roll away. We'll back it up toward this tree, I guess. Okay, if it tries to roll that way, it won't go far. So, have to figure that one out eventually. At least halfway park this thing somewhere. That'll be close enough for the moment. Well, it don't roll away when you park it. That's a good thing. Okay, so let's park this tractor somewhere for a couple minutes, and we're gonna take a look at precision farming once it saves, and we're gonna see what all we need to do here. Our pH looks good. Okay, so our pH is actually decent. It could be better, but I'm gonna let it slide for the time being, even though I really should lime it, but money-wise, we don't have the equipment for that and the money. But we will be putting down fertilizer. So I believe in here we have, well, there's a spreader and this fertilizer. I mean, this seeder. There we go. So I don't think it's got anything in it. But we'll use that for the time being. Okay guys, we're back. So had to do a little configuration because the seeder that was already here does not work with this tractor. And I don't even know if it worked with any of the other tractors that were here because I already sold them all. So anyhow, I went over and I sold those seeders and a couple of things we didn't need, that cultivator, and there was some stuff for the forks, for the front loader attachment. And went and bought a seeder after I took out a huge loan, and I parked that thing somewhere around here. Over here. So I picked us up one of these. It's a multi-fruit seeder, but it'll be big enough to get jobs done a lot quicker. And when I went over to go collect this from the shop, I realized that this was sitting over at the shop too, this limer. So I grabbed a little extra money, and now we can actually lime our fields. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of do this one field at a time. I don't want to bore you guys with just doing one thing for, you know, ever. So this video might turn to be a little bit longer than I anticipated, but we're going to just kind of go with it. So unfold this. So let's go over here and let's get field 1 limed because it needs it. And after we lime it, then we're going to go over and seed it, and then we'll see where we're at on time. So we're gonna just go ahead and crank that up. Ooh, this thing's got a huge spread. I couldn't remember how big the spread was on this thing. The map border. And tell you what, we're going to go ahead and do these two at the same time. Just, it's got to get done regardless. I know that's not what I just said a minute ago, but it'll keep us from throwing lime on top of our new fresh crops when we plant. So get this one out of the way. So far we're not using a whole lot of lime either. That's a good thing. This is your field, dude. Why are you liming this? Sorry, neighbor. I didn't think it was going to lime a field that I didn't own, or at least part of it. So it shouldn't take us too long to get these two limed, and then we'll get field 1 seeded. I did look at what crops are available on this map, and I'd kind of forgot. I thought this was a multi-fruit map, but it's not multi-fruit, so it's just going to be basic crops. So don't really have anything in plan for growing crops. We already have some wheat in storage that we may need to go sell. I'm missing some of this already. So I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe growing more wheat just so we can add to what we already have, and we can take that over and sell it. Probably a couple more passes when we'll be done with this. Make sure I turn it off and get to the other end so I don't waste lime. Probably end up with lime in the grass anyways, but I've always had how quick these things turn. Close enough. Should have just done the other turn, but whatever. A little late now. See if we can get this other hatch here I missed. I don't know if it'll do it or not. Nope, it's not. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and drop this over here on this field, because we're going to need this limer later. Looks like a good home for it for now. Grab our seeder and get ready to go. Now, if you've watched any of the replay from my live series, I use the same seeder, and it's a little bit of a bear to get filled up. But we're going to make an honest attempt at it, so let's see, let's open the covers on that. If you don't have this tank in just the right spot, sometimes it won't fill. Oh, there it goes. And we're going to fill this fertilizer up too. And that's got to be more centered than that. Maybe. There we go. Alright, that wasn't too bad then. Alright, let's go over here and seed this field. So I think what we're going to do is, this thing's already set on corn, so let's put corn on field 1. Get a little variety going. We will plant one of these fields in wheat, probably this other one that's limed. Probably going to throw a lot of fertilizer. There it goes. The markers are going to unfold. this little corn going. Passes across the top here. Gives a little room to turn around. I probably will turn on GPS to make this a little easier or prettier. So I can't get the F1 out of the menu, F1 menu out of the screen. Alright, let's get our course play going, or not course play, our GPS. Lines are on. Not too far off course. Probably shouldn't have left the limer the way I did it, but it is what it is. Well, it took a different texture from going up that other way. No, maybe not. Just looks different at an angle, I suppose. Go around this line real quick. Double on, last pass. Alright, well guys, that is all seated up. Looking pretty good so far. Alright guys, well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. It's going to be a little messed up, but it's just kind of how things go. I didn't realize that the K-brand seeder that was in here wouldn't work with at least this tractor. I'm not sure what else. So, but anyhow guys, I think we're going to call it for this here, and I will catch you guys next time. See ya.